He would have had to forfeit. That's why Ray took it. He said, "No, I can't let that happen. I can't let this asshole steal one. The LWO needs the belt, even though it's mine."
Okay, well, I don't know.
And that brings us to Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar for the United States Championship. And I'm not sure what Zelina Vega had to do with the U.S. title because they kept cutting to her a bajillion times. Like, I could give a shit less what her reactions were.
Because she was a even kill down the middle.
Well, Mysterio wins by countering the Phantom Driver into a pinning combination. I was actually starting to feel embarrassed for Rey because he kept just standing there while Escobar would hit him with flying knees and enziguris and shit. Rey looked overmatched throughout most of the bout. But I really couldn't get into it ultimately. After the match, the Solo Cups come out and they beat up Escobar and Rey. And then Lashley comes out and he's happy. He starts clapping. And then somebody comes out and gets decked by Lashley and he feeds them to the Solo Cups. And
I think that was Joaquin Wild, if it matters.
It doesn't. And Lashley and the Cups hug. And then later on, Rey says the LWO challenges Lashley and the Solo Cups to a 6-man tag at Fastlane, which the Solo Cups have to win, right?
Yes, of course. Because during the beatdown, Dragon Lee, the same guy who Theory was just, playing around with, he was trying to jump the barricade to help, but the security was holding him back. So he'll probably be the third member of this little trio match. And there's floating around, the slow burn for Escobar turning heel is coming. Like, you can see Escobar is getting tired with Rey Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
Rey Mysterio tried to shake his hand after the match, and he wouldn't shake his hand.
Well, he didn't have time.
Well, he had a little time. He
had a little time, but he just lost. I mean, there wasn't enough time to distinguish whether or not he was going to shake his hand or not.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The guy just lost. He's a little. Give him a second.
Right.
Right. Obviously, he was going to shake his hand, but he just lost. You got to give him a little bit.
I do see Rey Mysterio favoring Dragon Lee, and then Santos getting jealous.
Well, hold on here. So first of all, yes, they did say they even said it on commentary. Rey Mysterio sees Dragon Lee as the future of the luchador, but Santos is right there, so shouldn't that be the future? But he does. Maybe he's not a luchador or whatever. But I was thinking, what if they turn Rey heel and keep Santos face?
Has Rey ever been heel?
Well, he was in WCW, but not in WWE. Okay. So, and I keep seeing the thing on Twitter. Oh, Rey Mysterio has never been heel. He's like one of the only ones to never turn heel.
That's when he has his mask off, right?
Yeah. So I'm thinking, okay, first of all, Rey took Santos' spot to get the title in the first place. So there's strike one. Number two, now Rey's trying to bring in Dragon Lee. Like, maybe Dragon Lee is like being brought into the LWO, like as a permanent person. And now Rey's going to like groom Dragon Lee to be the future of the luchador. So that's strike two. So number one, he takes Santos' spot. Number two, he's bringing in this guy. Santos has been the most loyal to Rey Mysterio. Now he's bringing in this other guy, and he's like grooming him. So he's really turning his back on Santos.
Right.
And then now he beats Santos. So is Santos really turning heel, or is Rey turning heel because he's taking Santos for granted a little bit? So maybe they turn Rey heel, and he's never been heel in his WWE run. That'll be a shocker.
That'd be interesting. Although it doesn't, because then Dominic would be like, oh, now my dad isn't such a deadbeat anymore.
And maybe Dominic goes face at that point.
That makes sense because Ripley's going to turn face. Might as well flip everything. Fuck it. Up is down, left is right.
There is the Dom thing, but I don't know. I think that would be quite the twist, is if you turn Rey heel, because with everything that's happening, Santos really isn't okay, maybe he's gonna get to the boiling point, and then he's gonna turn on Rey, but really he's the one that's been in punching bag here. He's the victim. So is it him turning heel, or is it him standing up for himself?
Well, the first one, he was injured, so if Ray did not take his spot, there wouldn't have been a match at all.
But he still took the spot.
What was he supposed to have done?
He took his spot.
But
don't
there
take his
was
spot.
to
That's what you
take.
do.
He couldn't fill his spot.
I don't know if you're boys with someone, you don't take their spot because they get injured. You're like, no, that's your spot.
Oh, okay, so he gets to keep the title. This bastard gets to keep the title, and you may not even get a rematch or another shot.
No, he was owed a shot,
He was, but then he couldn't fulfill his shot.
but he still gets one.
No,
If you don't,
he
if you
did. He
can't
got the
fulfill
shot,
it-
but he couldn't fulfill it.
No, if you can't fulfill it, you still get
He
another
had
shot.
to. He had to
You're
forfeit.
injured, but
He got
now
He had to forfeit. That's what was going to happen.
he didn't have to forfeit.
Yeah, he did because he got chopped in the knee by a theory.
He would have just said, nope, I'm not taking my shot right now.
It was too late. The match
I'll
was
take it
scheduled.
later.
He would have had to forfeit. That's why Ray took it. He said, "No, I can't let that happen. I can't let this asshole steal one. The LWO needs the belt, even though it's mine."
Okay, well, I don't know.
I'm with you on the other one.
It
Like,
just seems like Ray's punching bagging him, and then he's just gonna fight back, and then he's the heel now.
We'll see what happens. I would like to see a heel Ray.
But yeah, I just thought about that because I saw like maybe once a month there's that little thing that floats around that Ray's never been a heel.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's been officially by the WWE. No, I think the WWE social media team tweeted it out once. So if they tweet it out, then
It's
now
gospel.
they know about it. So
Right.
maybe they're setting you up to know that Ray's about to turn heel or something, or maybe he doesn't. I don't know.